Hi everyone, this is Tangie with Fab Dallas Magazine. Today we are going to interview Chef Alex Cubano. So what made you want to become a chef?
It's a very hard job. It's a lot of working hours. You know, you sweat a lot. You have no life. But I love it. It's my passion. And my mom was the inspiration behind my cooking. My father used to own a restaurant in New York. And I was a mama's boy growing up. I always wanted to be behind my mom. Wherever my mom went, I wanted to be there. So in order for me to be up with my mom, I had to be in the kitchen. So when I used to get out of school, I used to say, Mom, my dad would say, go, you want to be a mom? Go to the restaurant. And she would tell me, Alex, go over there. Cut some onions, potatoes. And I was always there with my mom. I was able to be with my mom right after school. So when I graduated from St. Patrick's Military Academy in New York, my mom, I wanted to be a lawyer. But then my mom, as the years went by, my mom told me, well, Alex, what is it you want to do? You want to still become a lawyer or what? I said, no, Mom, I want to be a chef just like you. And that was one of the proudest moments of my life. She cried. And she said, okay, well, go look for school. And I did. I searched. Back then, we didn't have online. We had newspapers back then. So I got in the newspaper, looked at the ads, and I saw Culinary School of Washington, D.C. I called them up, and they told me, sure, you can come down. It's, how are you going to pay for this? I said, no, money's not a problem. So my mom wrote a check, got me on the bus, got on the Greyhound for 2 days, and got over there. And I went to school there for 4 years, graduated, did a banquet for the U.S. Senate when I graduated in 1984.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I got to meet President Carter back then. And then when I graduated from there, I just took off. I went back to Miami, I got married, and I started working at this restaurant called Revolutions. There is where I met Chef Mark Militello, which is a very renowned chef nowadays. The guy is great, and he saw my enthusiasm. He saw that I was hungry, and he took me under his wing, and he says, you know what? If you learn this business and you master this business, you can write your own check.
That's right.
And the rest is history. You know, I love it. It's my passion. I wouldn't think of doing anything else.
So what is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish to cook, it's my own seafood. I call it my own seafood soup, which I had at Havana Village. I don't know if you guys tried it. It's a blend of African spices, Cuban spices, with lobsters, has clams, mussels, all the delicious seafood from the. Most people call it frutti di mare. Frutti di mare means fruit of the sea, which is a little bit of everything: fish, scallops, shrimps. And then I just make my own blend of sauces with saffron, add peppers to it, and a lot of other special ingredients. Well, chefs don't give out their recipes, but that's one of my. I created that dish for the restaurant that I opened, and it's one of my favorite dish. Not only because it's my favorite dish, because everybody else loved it. And when I cook, the expression on somebody's face, there's no amount of money you can pay me than when you're satisfied. I mean, you work hard for your money. You deserve the best. And when I can deliver that, then I'm okay.
Wow,
that's how I try to do it.
Okay. So where do we find you if we want to taste your food?
If you want to taste my food now today, I'm at my Citrus Seafood Bistro in Colleyville.
Okay.
But I have plans in the works for the next 2 months to open another restaurant, my own restaurant this time. You know, I had unfortunate, something happened at the other restaurant that we had. You know, I won't elaborate on that, but it didn't go well with the partners that I had. But it was a good learning experience for me. This time I'm going to do it on my own. You know, I love the challenge. I love the work. But in about 2 or 3 months, I think you'll see the new Alex Bistro restaurant.
That's amazing. Okay, so what do you want people to remember you as? Like the most important thing about you or your cooking?
That I've always put the best I can. I would never serve anything that I wouldn't eat myself or I wouldn't serve my own family. And let you know that if you ever come to my restaurant, you will have the freshest, finest dish you will ever have.
Okay, I like that.
That makes me proud.
So, paint the picture of your restaurant. What should we expect? When we walk into your restaurant, how would you decorate it? How would it look?
I want it to be, this restaurant that I'm planning now, I'm working on the designs, like I did the designs for the other restaurant. I want it to be a place where you come and you feel like you're not in a restaurant, you're at home.
I like that.
You're actually at home, not a restaurant with a lot of frames and lights. And I want you to walk in and say, I'm in my kitchen, and I got a friend cooking for me. Not somebody who's doing it for the business, but someone who's cooking for me because he's my friend. And that's the atmosphere that I want at this new restaurant.
Very nice. We need more restaurants like that.
Yes, we do. You know, you go to a lot of places, fancy restaurants, a lot of fancy restaurants, food so expensive, but you don't feel at home.
That's right.
And I think when you go to a restaurant, you should feel like you are at home. It should be an experience, but then again, you should want to come back. And that's what I want to create at the new restaurant.
So you've cooked in what cities?
I've cooked in Miami, New York, Boston, California, Key West, and now Dallas.
Now Dallas. So why Dallas? What brings you to Dallas?
I came here to visit 4 years ago. I came to visit my cousin who lives here in Dallas. He was sick, and I came to visit, and I don't know, I fell in love with the city. I woke up one day and I went outside, smoked a cup of coffee, smoked a cigarette, and the neighbors were just saying, "Hey, good morning, how you doing, sir?" And I was like, "What?" Wait a minute.
Southern hospitality.
And every day was like that. I would walk across the street to the gas station, and everybody, "Good morning, sir. Good morning. Hold the door for you. Open the door for you." I would say, "Oh my God, you don't see this in New York. You don't see this in Miami." And I'm a very religious person. I don't go to church every day, but I do pray to God every day, and I believe everything starts with God. And I prayed on it for like 4 or 5 years. After my divorce, I have always told God, I need a fresh start. Guide me. I don't know where to go. And I guess He brought me here. And every day that I woke up and I prayed on it, and I said, "Is this where you want me to be? I mean, I feel comfortable here." And I remember I was supposed to stay 2 weeks. When I was supposed to leave, I missed my plane. Came back. The next day, I had lost my credit card. I couldn't buy another ticket. So all this time I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. So, you know, it was like people say, I don't hear God talking to me. That was His way of talking to me. Telling me, I'm putting bricks so you don't leave.
Right.
I ended up staying another week while I was waiting for my credit card and the bank and all that stuff to come back. So I booked another flight. That day my cousin got real bad sick because he has muscular dystrophy. He got real sick, and I said, I can't leave him like this. So I stayed another week. Eventually it came a week, a month, and I never went back. I just went back 2 months after I was here. I sold everything I had and moved over here.
Wow,
and here I am.
amazing.
So, and I'm very happy. I've never been more happy in my life. Woman by me. I got very good friends. Very good friends. Like you, Raphael, and a lot of people that I have met here and that have embraced me. And I can tell you, I'd rather not be anywhere else than here. I feel very comfortable here. I feel welcome, and I feel this is where I need to be. And things are going to be good.
You have a very positive outlook on life.
Always, always. You know, you go through things in life.
Right.
I always tell my friends, part of being alive, you're going to suffer. People are going to hurt you. People are going to rob you. People are going to cheat you. People are going to lie to you. The one thing you got to remember is you don't have to be like that.
Exactly.
You be you. You know, you're alive, you're breathing, you got clothes on you. What more do you want? Just be you. Because at the end of the day, the only person you have to answer to is God.
That's right.
Be positive. You're alive. You know how many people are not alive today? How many people can't walk, can't see? And look at us now. We're enjoying each other. So always be positive. Because if you think positive, what your mind believes, your heart conceives. And if you believe it first, the rest is history. You can deal with anything. The only thing you can't deal with is death. So as long as you're alive, always hold your head up, because there's always someone worse off than you are.
That's right. As long
We
as
are
there's
blessed.
life, there's hope.
As long as you're alive, there's hope.
That's right. So how do you think food and fashion relate to one another?
I think it goes very well. For me personally, my favorite designer is Kenneth Cole. I wear a lot of his clothes, shoes, watches, and I feel that if you're going to a nice restaurant to have a nice dinner, you should dress appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
You should look your best. You should always look your best, especially if you're going out on a date with your wife or with someone you just want to meet, or you're just going on a personal date with a friend. You should dress your best, you know, and according to where you're going to also. But like I said, my favorite designer is Kenneth Cole. I happen to like his style. My favorite sport team, Yankees.
Yankees.
All the ways. I'm from New York. I was raised in New York. I gotta go with the Yankees. I know you guys hate the Yankees, but hey, it is what it is.
They're good.
And
good
as
team.
far as my favorite movie goes, Gladiator.
Gladiator. Is that with Russell Crowe?
With Russell Crowe.
Okay.
And it goes to show what we were talking earlier. The guy went through obstacles,
Yes, he did.
but he believed, and he achieved, and he did it, what he had to do for his people. Because at the end of the day, it was all about him. He only had to answer to one person. Don't ever give up. You know, everybody thought he was dead, and he came back, and they were surprised. It goes to show you that as long as you're alive, anything is possible. It's up to you. How bad do you want something in life? I wanted to be a great chef. And I said, the only way I'm going to be a great chef is if I put my heart and soul into it. And really love it. You have to love what you do. I tell that to a lot of students that I teach, a lot of my cooks. They tell me, when I'm in the kitchen with them, they tell me, Chef, you show me how to make the dish, but it doesn't come out the same. I says, you're doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the love of it. Do it for the love of it and watch the difference.
That's right. You gotta have passion.
You gotta have passion. You know, when you're cooking, it's like an art. It's like you make love to the dish. It's like something you're creating that can never be created again. And that's why the difference when I'm cooking, someone else is cooking. And that's why, you know, even with my mom was awesome cooking. Oh, this lady can cook. And to this day, I make some dishes that she showed me, and my sisters tell me, it ain't like Mom.
Oh, wow.
I say, of course it ain't. Mom did it her way with her love. And that's what it goes. You can teach somebody, but when you do it from the love of it, no one can beat you at it. And that's what makes me, I think, special.